Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy D, and I'm just gonna show you how to set your MPC up to record from YouTube without having to use a wire from your cell phone or from your iPad or whatever like that. You can do it right from here without having to go through all of that, and it's easy. All right. So I'm gonna tell you on how to do it on Mac because I'm using the Mac. So let's do it on the Mac. Hold on. Let me bring up this other part of the screen right here. All right. So number one thing you should most likely have is your Soundflower 2 channel. So you can Google it, Soundflower 2 channel. See Soundflower 2 channel right there. It's just basically like a routing, whatever, to route your sound or whatever. So as you can see, my output says Soundflower 2 channel, and my input's going to say Soundflower 2 channel also. So those are the settings you want to have it on, because your output is where it's going to be output to, which is Soundflower 2 channel is basically your computer. So, all right, so we're going to close that. And then on the MPC side, on the software, go to preferences, and you can see my output says MPC, MPCX audio, which because my speakers are hooked to the MPC, and my input is Soundflower 2 channel. So the computer settings output is Soundflower 2 channel, and your MPC is going to take the input of Soundflower 2 channel. So that's where it's getting the audio from. So now if I go to here and I hit sampler on the MP, which is right here, in case you didn't know, and I click right here, I click monitor, and then I'm gonna go down to bring up the YouTube. I made it small so you guys can see it, and let's go back to this video, this right here. Let's let this commercial go.
Smana is like very outgoing, compassionate.
All right, so as you can see it moving now. And so I'm gonna record. So I'm gonna press record on the MP. Now I'm gonna record this a little bit. All right, that's it because I don't want them to not put it up, this video. So I'm gonna hit stop recording, and then as you can see, there goes the audio, and I hit keep, and then I go to the MPC and I hit sample edit, so I can chop off the front and chop off the back. Now, usually from here, of course, I do what all you guys do. I hit process, and then I go down. I go to extract, or no, not extract. I go to discard. I just keep it at discard and hit do it. So I just have the sample. So if I hit the pad, so that's just an easy way to. I'm gonna hit main menu, back main menu. So that's just an easy way to do your recording from the YouTube without having to hook a whole bunch of things up. That's straight to your MPC. Now, you know, I don't know if you have any other questions on that part, but I want to get back to another part, a video that, So right now I'm going to go to new from template. So if I click new from template, it's going to load up my template that I have set up. So there it goes. So this is my template. And if I click here and click audio, you're going to see all my audio tracks right here. If you go to the other side of the screen, to the right side, you're going to see, I bring this up a little bit, you're going to see all my plugins I have. All my tracks are highlighted, are set up, submix. These are going to be vocal tracks. And this first one is the audio track. Like if somebody has an MP3 and they want to record over it, I just drag the MP3 right to that track one, then do all my audio recording right here, and I'll show you how I do that. So say if somebody say, yeah, they give me the beat, they already have the beat already, and I go to a run. So here goes a MP3 right here, And I usually just take the MP3 and just drag it onto the track one, because track one is set up for just for that. And also what you want to do is take this 16th right here and turn that off, because you don't need it being all clicked in and everything like that. You don't want it to be, you just turn that off. So, and then of course, then,
Are you married?
and that's how I have my template set up. Now you can set your template up different ways, whatever, however you want to do it, whatever. But the main thing that I'm trying to get done and fixed is still this punch in, how the punch in works. So you figure all right, so say if I'm using Pro Tools, and I click here, and then like say if I'm recording, it goes and I'm recording and it gets to here, and he messes up, somebody messes up, and I want to punch in. Say I'm like, all right, I want to punch in right here, right in this line right here. Now, if I hit punch in, you don't see it. It ain't there. That's because it's way back here. So now I can't even take this whole thing and move it all at once. I can't even take it. So I have to take this end of it, bring it all the way to where I'm at, right there. I have to go get the other piece, because this is where the beginning of the punch-in is going to take place. I have to bring that. Now I have to try to line that up to where I want it to punch in at. So say if I want it there. Now if I'm recording audio and I want it to, and I punch somebody in right here, it's gonna punch out right here. It's gonna punch out. But what if I don't want it to punch out? If I want it to keep going, say he's still flowing, he's still singing or whatever. The only way to stop that from doing that is I'd have to drag this all the way out to the end, because if he keeps singing to the end without messing up, I don't want it to stop. So I got to bring it all the way to the end. And also, let me show you something real quick. All right, so see how this end right here is not the end. It's just not enough bars. So I take these bars right here, bring these bars up. I bring it 1/7, then you'll see the end. So see, there goes the end. Now I'm going to bring the bars down until it goes right there. I'll keep it right there. So now we're at the end. All right, so back to this punch in. So I would, like I said, I would have to bring this all the way to the end just in case he didn't mess up and he kept singing, or the person kept singing. I'd have to bring it to the end because I don't want it to punch out before he's done. So this is a big problem that I'm having. And then say if he messes up again further down here. Once I take that punch in off and press punch in again, now I got to go drag this again and find out where the punch in is going to be. And then I got to try to get it exact on that line. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is a big problem when you're doing recording. And it's not like that on like Pro Tools, and don't say, oh, we didn't use Pro Tools. No, that's not the point that I'm making. I'm just saying this is something that should be addressed. When I press punch, when I'm using the Pro Tools and I hit punch in, it's gonna bring it right to where my cursor's at, right to where I'm at. If I take it off, if I take punch in off and I go here and I hit punch in again, it's gonna be right here. It isn't gonna stay back here. And then see how it's small like that? It's gonna, and it should, if I bring it like this, both ends close together like that, it should make it so that if it punches in there, it just keeps on going until I stop it. I want to stop it. I don't want it to auto stop. I want to be able to stop it myself. So if you use Pro Tools or any other DAW, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So there should be something that makes it so if it's close together like that, it'll just keep recording. It'll punch in from there. And also, one other thing, where's the time? I can't set it for 4 seconds back, 5 seconds back. I can't do it. I gotta do it myself to here. It should automatically, when I'm here punching in, Soon as I set the time for 5 seconds, it should automatically know to start recording. If I hit record, it's punching in from right there, and then it's gone. You see how it disappeared right there because there's not, because this is too close together. So I have to bring that back like this, and then I have to bring this over here, this cursor over here, and hit record. Then it starts recording. But there should be somewhere where I can set a time, and then it'll jump a couple seconds back, wherever, however many seconds I set it for, to start recording. And once again, if you use Pro Tools, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about as far as punching in. So that's a couple, one thing that I wish they would, a couple things that I wish they would address on an update or something like that. And and like, you don't have to use another DAW. Like, this is sufficient. Like, you can do everything from this from the DAW. Like, I got whole tracks that I use on this. But like I said, some features should be fixed. If I go to I could show you some, let's see, low recent, let's see, one, I load this one up. Like, this right here is a whole session. This is a whole session that I recorded, cleaned it up and everything. So, you know, this is something that you don't need to use another DAW. Also, see how these are small like this? If I want to make these bigger, if you hold Command down and press up or down, you can make these bigger so you can see them, and you can press right to left to make them wider. And one thing that I do like about the software here is, say if this vocal right here wasn't loud enough. If I click on this track right here, if I click on that track and I go right to here to track view, this is this track. This is this track. So now if I click off it and click back on it, see now it's highlighted right here. Watch, I can make this, I can bring that up. I can bring that one vocal up if I want. Or I can highlight all of them and then bring them all up together. But it's fine. It's actually, you wouldn't believe, but it's fine like that. So, so that's just some things that, and see how I didn't like how one of the vocals came in. It came in hot, so I like fade. This is like a fade in, and how I do that is if you click on it right here, and then you go to that fade in, fade out right here. You could bring that. Where am I at? Right here. I think I did it on a different track. Yeah. See how I did it right here? You could take that, the fade in, and you could, so it comes in a little smoother than what it was, than how it came in initially. So, that's how you do that, and then you can go back to your main screen right here, where the rest of the vocals are at. So, listen, man, it's a lot of playing around, and like, you can still get everything done that you want to get. But after coming from Pro Tools and using this, you'll start to notice just a couple few tiny things that you wish that they would, come around and fix. As far as using your plugins and things like that, same thing as Pro Tools. You go to your right here, your inserts, click on the insert. It has all the Akai's, things here. If you want to go to use Akai's plugins, or if you want to use your waves, I can go to waves plugins right here. All the waves, you just find the one that you want, click it, then you see it come up. So these are, all the waves plugins that, you can put on your tracks and things like that, and it has no problem. Somebody said they had a problem with when you close it and when you open it and close it, it doesn't come back up. But as you can see, I can close it 100 times, it is gonna come back up. I could add another one. I could add you can mix and match these too. Say if I want to use a Kai plugin, you can use Akai's. So then you got, you can stack them, whatever, use whatever, and there's no problem with waves closing and coming back out, and it all come right back up again. So there's no problem with that. I mean, I'm not having a problem with it. I don't know if anybody else is. Somebody did a video and they were using another program so they can use their Waves plugins because the Waves plugins wasn't working, but I seem to have no problem with that. So I think I covered as much as I really wanted to cover. I didn't really have no script or nothing like that I was following to show you guys. This is just a rant, basically. Things that I really want them to. I wish Akai would address, and also the play start. Of course, I want them to address where I press play, and I want it to go back to where it started from. I don't want it to. I don't want it to go. If I press play, if I press play, when I stop it, I want it to go back to where I stopped it. I mean, I started. I don't want it to stop right here. I wanted to keep. I wanted to go back to where I started from. And basically, that's basically all I have right now. So, if you have any questions, please ask in the comments. Please rate, subscribe. Whatever. It's your boy D. I'm out. Peace.